what's up, you guys? Well, today we're going to be talking about the story of Jonah. Jonah was told by God to go to Nineveh. He didn't want to go to Nineveh because there was so much sin there. And there was just a lot going on. People would give offerings but not mean it. Kind of like saying, I'm sorry, but knowing they're not really sorry for what they've done. So he's like, why should I go there? I don't want to go there. He was having this whole argument with God. He's like, you shouldn't forgive him and all this. And he's like, you know what? I'm just not going to tell God where I'm going. So instead, he decides to go to Tarshish. And Tarshish is on the other side. It's not where Nineveh is at. And he goes, and no one really wanted to take him except these pirates who didn't really know like anything about his beliefs or anything like that. So they take him, and as like they're going through the ocean and searching, all of a sudden this storm comes out of nowhere, and they're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And at the time Jonah was sleeping, and they're like, wake up, tell your God, pray to your God to stop this, what's going on? Okay, so Jonah wakes up like after that whole incident. So he goes and he goes to the top of like where everything's going, and he sees like the storm, and they're like, okay, we're gonna play slots. And unfortunately, I do not know what that game is, but I'm assuming it's something like snakes and ladders. But when you win, you don't really win, because you find out who's guilty. And Jonah's like, I won. So he's guilty, obviously, of the storm. And they're like, what do we do? What do we do? Do we throw you over? Like, what's going on? Because Jonah insisted, oh, just throw me over the ship. It's fine. And like, he's like, the reason this is all happening is because of me. I didn't listen to God. I didn't want to go to Nineveh. And he's like, okay. And the pirates are like, oh, God, please forgive us. Like, we didn't know what's going on. So they did throw him off the ship. And then a big fish ate him, like didn't swallow him, but just like had him in his mouth for 3 whole days. And it's a big fish. I don't know what kind of fish it was. It just says it's a big fish, but I'm assuming something that could swallow a human. So after the 3 days are done, he ends up on dry land. And where do you think he landed? That's right, the original place he was supposed to be at, Nineveh. Okay, so he got there, he saw all the corruption and everything that was going on, and he's like, okay, maybe they won't listen to me, and stuff will go on. But to his surprise, the king ordered like for them to listen to him and what was going on, and he told them what God had said, like, y'all need to stop this nonsense, this sinning and all this, or else God's just gonna completely destroy y'all and it's done. Okay, so you think the story would end there, right? But no. Jonah was salty AF. He's like, God, why didn't you just destroy him? And then he started weeping and crying, and you should have just killed them and destroyed them. And I'm like, are you really being salty about other people? And like, it's just, you don't understand. So God was trying to explain to him, like, yo, I love everyone. Like, yeah, people do commit sin, but I don't see why you're mad that I gave him a second chance. And he's like, how come you're not, like, crying about the plant I gave shade over you? Because God had, like, a little plant, and he, like, made it sprout all in one day. Like, why aren't you crying about the pain that plant had to suffer? Because usually plants need a process to convert shade and all that. And he's like, why aren't you crying about that? Why are you crying that I didn't destroy someone, that I forgave a whole city, the city of Nineveh? And like, Jonah was just salty. Like, let's state the facts. He was salty. Nineveh was forgiven. And that's basically the story of Jonah. So thank you guys for watching.